Hey kids, welcome to Life Hack Laboratories. I'm Justin.
And I'm Austin.
And today we're going to be doing life hacks.
Ooh, I love life hacks.
Life hacks are when you take everyday, normal items and you use them for something that they weren't intended for. So today we're going to do a life hack with a 2-liter bottle.
So it's basically like recycling.
It is basically like recycling, except you're doing it in your own home with your own craft supplies.
That is amazing. Recycle, reduce, reuse. I remember that when I was in elementary school. So we're basically having recycling with entertainment.
Indeed.
And usefulness.
And very, very useful. Let me tell you, we've got some very useful life hacks for you today. So you're going to need a 2-liter bottle.
2-liter bottle.
A tube of some sort.
Tube of some sort. How long does it need to be?
It can be, anywhere from 3 feet to 4 or 5 inches long. But it needs to be longer than 3 inches.
Longer than 3 inches, under 10 feet long.
Yes, definitely under 10 feet long.
I feel like 10 feet long would be the sweetest thing ever. But
it would be pretty sweet, but you need
like
to be able to hold it up with 2 hands.
Okay, alright, so you don't want it to break. I feel like I would want to get like a Christmas paper roll holder.
That would be fantastic.
And I think this time of year, it's probably going to still have some Christmas paper on it. So how do you feel about maybe if kids found some and just like got rid of all of the wrapping paper to get the tube? Do you think mom and dad are going to be cool with that?
I'm a dad. I would be cool with that.
Maybe you should check with your parents. You're going to need a parent for this life hack as well. There's a couple of steps that we're going to need to use for them. We're going to use some sharp items. And so also if you need that tube, maybe they'll be letting you use the Christmas paper roll, but ask them before you do it. We don't want to get in trouble doing life hacks, right?
Absolutely. And you don't want to hurt yourself,
Yeah.
so make sure when you get your knife and your scissors, you also get your parents so they can help you. Alright? You're also going to need a marker.
Marker?
Draw 2 circles about 4 inches apart from each other on the widest part of your bottle.
So
Austin's going to demonstrate.
So just below where the curve happens, huh?
Yep, exactly. And then you want it about 4 inches below that as well. You want to make that circle as neat as you can, but life hacks are hard and they take time, so be careful. All right?
Be careful.
Be careful. Once you've got those lines on there, you're going to go ahead and cut that bottle right along those lines, and you'll save the other parts for later.
Both ends?
Both ends. You can save both ends. You can do life hacks.
So there's my 2 lines.
Yep.
And so this is where you're going to need an adult, so the adults can cut the hole for you. So you just need to make a hole on both lines.
Careful.
Careful.
Austin's a dad too, so
I called my mom and she said I could do this, so that's no problem.
Great, great. Also make sure you put the cap on your marker because you don't want to color on yourself or your siblings later.
That's right.
So there he is, he's cutting that up. The next thing you're going to need is some tape. It can be any kind of tape. I've got masking tape, which is about 2 inches wide, and it's blue. But you can get duct tape, or you can get electrical tape, or you could get any tape.
How many kinds of tape do you know, Justin?
That's a great question. There's electrical tape.
Could you use Scotch tape?
Scotch tape would work, but it's not as fun. There's
Could you use masking tape?
Masking tape. That's kind of like painter's tape, right? So you could use that.
Gorilla tape?
Gorilla tape. Your dad would be really happy if you used up his Gorilla tape.
There you go, buddy.
All right, great. That's perfect. Look at
both of these pieces.
Look at those lines. Yeah, this one's pretty easy. You can do a couple of different things. It could become your cat dish, your water dish, maybe even a soap dish. You can drill a couple of holes in there and then
store some treasures in there.
Treasures, always.
It's a treasure. It's a treasure holder. Life hack 1: treasure holder.
Perfect.
Down it.
All right, next we're gonna save this for later, so that can stay over here.
If you want to, that can be a funnel. You can pour a pitcher of something into a smaller bottle. Life hack 2. Boom. Done.
Austin is amazing at life hacks.
I'm currently making up life hacks. This is like the professional level of life hacks.
He's got it going on. You're gonna need your marker again, and you're gonna need your tube, the middle part of that bottle, and you're gonna really simply draw a line straight across that bottle and cut.
Cut across it. That's a very nice line you drew.
Thank you. Yeah, it was just flick of the wrist. Boom, done.
Boom, done.
All right, now it's all nice and rolled up like that, but you see there's some edges. Trim those edges off.
Those edges.
Yep, so there's no strays, no spares, no little plasticky hang-ups.
All right, now what, Justin?
Take your tape.
Tape.
And tape all 4 of the edges of your now open.
So you need about a foot of tape. And so, if you have a partner,
way easier.
You can do that. Stick it together.
Tape it on there, and your life hack is going to end up looking like this. So you've got 4 corners, and you're like probably wondering,
what the heck is this for?
What the heck is this for?
I mean, what do you need now? I mean, you've got a treasure holder, you've got a funnel, and now what is this handy dandy life hack for?
This is a bona fide toilet paper protector.
Bona fide toilet paper protector. Is that like patent pending?
Patent pending.
I love it.
And you know, it's great. You might think, what do you need a toilet paper protector for? Well, let me tell you, I've got a 2-year-old and she's potty training, and she likes to take that toilet paper and just let it rip. Holy moly. That's not a good thing to do with toilet paper. Well, let's bring some of that back up here.
That's right.
Alright, and maybe you've got a naughty dog.
Naughty dog.
Dogs can sometimes go in your bathroom, they can chew up that toilet paper, shred it, leave it all over the room.
Man.
Or a cat, and it likes to play with
That's
it.
why I don't have dogs. Do you have any? Does anybody have any pets? Raise your hand if you have a dog. Look, see, they got a dog.
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you got a
You
cat.
got a cat? Cats like to mess with toilet
See,
paper
a
too.
couple of our viewers have cats.
Let me solve this problem, this toilet paper problem you might have with this life hack. Set it right on there, and boom!
Holy moly!
Holy moly!
Don't swing it so
Don't swing
hard.
it so hard. That's why you got this on there. Look at that. Toilet paper's not going anywhere. And the best part about it is it gives you just the right amount every time.
So
you only need 3 sheets.
It's more so like a toilet paper distributor.
Distributor, yes. Absolutely.
A bona fide toilet paper distributor.
Double life hack all in
Pending.
one. Alright, so we also said you're going to need a tube. Here it is, this nice little tube here. Austin's going to handle that. And your funnel, and once you're done funneling your stuff with the top of the 2-liter, you're going to attach your funnel, the top of the 2-liter, to your tube.
Attach it to the tube.
Attach to the tube with tape.
Man, this tape is a big part of this life hack.
It is. Tape is very important. So is the 2-liter bottle. Alright, so here we go. This is what I did with my tube and my 2-liter bottle. I made a blue dragon out of this. And you're wondering, well, what do you do with a blue dragon?
What do you do with a blue dragon?
You can proclaim lots of things through your dragon, or whatever you may be.
I proclaim lots of things.
Lots and lots of things.
It's like an oversized kazoo.
Austin likes to sing pretty songs. Yes, you can do lots of pronouncements through your tube, and you can make it as cool and crazy as you like it. It doesn't have to be a dragon. It could have stripes. It could have no eyes. One of the things that I love to use are googly eyes.
Ooh, googly eyes are very, very fun. I know that you really like googly eyes. I want you to enlighten us all on why you love googly eyes.
Googly eyes are wonderful because you never know if you are looking at googly eyes or googly eyes are looking at you.
There you go. You heard it here first, kids. You never know if a googly eye is looking at you or if you're looking at a googly eye. But I want to see your creative horns made, okay? So I want you guys to take a picture of it, have your parents send it to us. We want to see your life hacks, how you have decorated them. We've got some stickers. So, like, you can put stickers all over them. If you got googly eyes, use some googly eyes. What Justin did is he cut out this this nice back fin out of a piece of construction paper. You can do whatever you want. He even made his Blue Dragon Rudolph version with a red nose. And so, that is absolutely amazing. But let's see your creative ideas. And so, now, Justin, we made a horn. We made a treasure holder. We took away our funnel.
That's true.
So if you have another 2-liter bottle, you can make another funnel. And so now we've made a horn. And so we've used all of these things. The only thing on the desk we have not touched is this crazy thing. And I don't know what this is. Can you help me figure out what this is?
I certainly can. That is a kudu horn. Have you ever heard of a kudu?
I have heard of it like this.
Yes, that's exactly it right there. We have a picture of a kudu.
Oh, look, it's kudu.
There it is. There's the kudu. Now, let me tell you, people have been doing life hacks for thousands of years, and this is a real-life life hack story straight from the Bible.
Wow, that's cool.
So, now there was lots of people called the Israelites walking through the desert,
Okay.
and they were led by this man named Joshua. Joshua was the one who came after Moses. Moses was probably the most important man.
Maybe you've heard of Moses.
Maybe you
Moses is kind of a well-known character in the Bible. And so after Moses, now
Came
Joshua's
Joshua.
doing it.
And there's millions of people following Joshua, and they're on this journey, and they're going through the desert, and they're walking in to a new place, and there in front of them is a big desert castle.
Well, I mean, I feel like that's a good thing. If you're walking through the desert, like, it's kind of like you're going to an oasis. Like, you see this desert castle. Are they happy to see the desert castle?
They are not happy to see the desert castle, but only because the desert castle is not happy to see them.
I can understand that, you know?
There's millions of people, and there's not a lot of food in the desert or water, and so they're saying, this is our food and this is our water, you go away. And Joshua says, we're not going away, we're going to get some of that food and water. And then there's a fight.
Uh-oh.
But do you know what happens when you're wandering through the desert and they have a desert castle?
What?
You get left outside the castle with no food and no water. And so Joshua thought, I need to knock this castle down. And so he thought, well, how am I going to knock this castle down? And he looked around and he looked around and he thought, well, I better pray, I better ask God, how am I going to knock this castle down? Because I certainly can't just walk past it. So he went and he prayed and he said, God, I don't have much. I've got a bunch of people following me. We have sandals and tents and
some basic supplies.
Some basic supplies. Yeah. Nothing really for knocking a castle wall down.
And also, people inside the castle probably have weapons and have everything
absolutely.
that they need.
They're going to win the fight.
And these guys are just wandering.
And so Joshua goes into the desert and he prays and he says, God, help me. Help me figure out how to do this. I need the best life hack ever. And Joshua looked up from his prayer and he saw
a kudu.
A kudu!
Ooh.
But the funny thing is that kudu only had one horn. Because do you know what happened? One of his horns fell off, and he thought,
and Justin stole it. And here it is.
Here it is. And we've got a kudu horn here with us.
That is just so convenient.
And so Joshua excitedly ran back to his people and he said, I'm going to knock down the castle wall with this.
That doesn't seem like a great plan.
Yeah, they thought maybe he was going to just knock that wall right down and walk past it. But he said, no, we're not going to use their horns to knock the wall down. We are, but we're not. What we're going to do, because God told me to, is we're going to walk around that wall 7 times, and then we're going to blow the horns like this.
That didn't sound very loud.
No, not like
better than that.
Nope.
He's going for it. Wow, that was a lot.
There it is. Woo!
I think the important part of what you just said is that they're not going to use their own power and their own strength. But Joshua said, God has told me what to do.
Yes. And
this is what he has said. We are going to march around this place and we're going to blow our horns, right?
Yes.
So absolutely. God really makes the difference here.
God is the one that makes the difference.
That's awesome. I love that.
And you wouldn't think that a kudu horn would be used for making noise or telling things or whatever it is.
Or knocking down
walls, right? And you wouldn't think that a 2-liter could be used for a horn or making noise or whatever.
Right. It's cool.
And so that's kind of the idea with life hacks. We have real life hacks, real life stories, and we also have a life challenge for you. So what we want you to do is, after you've taken a picture of your awesomely decorated horn, is we want you to use your horn to encourage your family. Go around the house and say, brother, we played an awesome game together and that was lots of fun, and you are lots of fun.
Oh, I like that. What I want you to say is, Austin, I really like your Mr. Rogers sweater. That's what I want you to say.
Austin, I really missed your mustache.
Oh, yeah. My wife does not.
Maybe your mom has made you some delicious food lately. Make sure you tell her. Mother, thank you so much for making me delicious food.
Words are powerful.
They are very powerful.
So use your words to encourage your family today. I love that. That's absolutely awesome.
Absolutely. So record yourself, take a picture of your horn, do what you need to do, but make sure that you're asking God, what kinds of things does He have for you? What does He want you to say to your family while you're inside with your family?
So he followed the challenge. We want you to follow the challenge.
Yep.
And so what happened with Joshua?
So Joshua, he obeyed, and he got his people to obey. They collected a bunch of kudu horns, and they walked around the wall 7 times.
7 times.
Just like God told them to do.
Okay.
And then they blew their horns, and the walls fell down, and they got the food and the water they needed.
That's amazing. God provided for them because they took their life hack, and they took the challenge, and they listened to what God said, and what they needed was provided for them.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. I absolutely love that.
And you can provide excellent encouragement to your family. We are so glad you have joined us with us today.
Life Hack Laboratory.
Life Hack Laboratory.
Absolutely. Tune in next week for another edition of Life Hack Laboratory. I hope you have an awesome week. We'll see you guys next week.
See ya.